Hey guys, so I'm here with my mannequin today and I want to show you how we can do some angles in the front of our mannequin that are really simple in just a few steps. So I already went ahead and pre-divided my mannequin and divided the front from the back. And I'm going to directionally comb all of her hair forward. So give me a moment while I do that. Okay. So I'm going to take this hair and I'm going to gather all this hair forward like this. Even saturation is very important. Okay. I really want to make sure I'm using the fine teeth of my comb to really work out any knots or tangles or anything like that. Okay. Now that I've gathered all of that hair and I feel pretty good, I'm going to take my cutting hand, I'm going to make a peace sign, and I'm going to slide that in. I'm going to give it a half a rotation to the left. Then I'm going to take my hand that I used to hold the hair, my left hand, and I'm going to slide that, piggyback that right on top. I'm going to release my hand with my shears and my comb, and I'm going to finish that rotation the rest of the way, all the way through to the left. I'm going to place my comb in just to detangle any of that hair that's left out. And then from here, I have a few decisions I have to make. I have to decide exactly how much of an angle I would like to see in the front of her head. For this mannequin in this example, because I'm going to need her for a little while, I'm going to slide my hands a little further down because I really want to make sure that I preserve some of this. Take my shears, and it is going to be one snip straight across. And it's okay if you have to go past that second knuckle. I won't tell anyone. Let that hair go. Release that hair. And you will see that that will give your mannequin perfect angles every time without fail. This is one of my favorite go-tos behind the chair. Very quick, easy, simple, customizable, because now I can go in and I can texturize and add a little more movement in here if I have to. Always please check for balance by grabbing equal parts of hair from both sides and just checking to make sure everything is nice and even. Okay guys, so we just cut our angles in the front, and now we're going to blend the front of our angles into the back of our hair. So if we look, these angles just kind of fall off. They start really strong, and then we have a shelf here where it just dips right down. So I'm going to show you an easy way to blend this in as well. We're going to gather this area right by the ear, right where that front and back kind of connect to one another. I'm going to comb this hair forward. And what I like to do is kind of open my hand and use the spine of my comb to lay that hair down on my hand. I can clearly see my guide to length here and where my angles start. And now I can just visually blend that line in. And now we should get a softer transition from the front of our haircut to the back. I hope that was helpful, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, guys, so I have finished up her angles in the front. I've divided her hair into 6 sections. And I wanted to create 2 sections in the front that I'm going to twist her hair away from her face. I'm going to do the same thing on the opposite side. And in the back, I've created twists going this way towards the center. Same thing on the opposite side. And I've also prepped her hair with a little bit of a thickening cream or spray or lotion, whatever you'd like. And the point of this is to create kind of a tousled texture in her hair without having to use a curling iron, if that's not something you're very comfortable with. So I'm going to blow dry her, probably about 80% of the way dry. As I'm drying, I want you to take notice of how I'm positioning my blow dryer, where I'm directing that airflow, and how I'm twisting this hair as I'm drying it. Now that she's about 60% dry, I want to add another product while I start working as well. As you can see, I've started to create some of these round textures in her hair, these twists, and now I want to encourage them just a little bit further. So I'm going to take my Triple Dry 15. I love this product. It's a dry texturizing finishing spray, and I'm going to use this in here. I'm going to give this a nice little spritz. And as I spritz, I like to use my thumb to push the hair open so the product gets in just a little bit further. I'm going to go ahead and apply this to the rest of her head. Alright guys, she's almost 100% dry. I'm now going to go in with my dry shampoo paste. This is really nice because it's also a dry shampoo and a texturizer, a styling paste. So I'm going to go ahead and apply some of this to each one of my 6 sections. Okay guys, one thing I really want to draw some attention to during this blow dry, as I'm blow drying this hair, I'm twisting it around, but I'm also using my thumb to push that hair up, and what that does is it opens this hair up so it allows the air to flow through so everything in the center can get dry. So this hair is completely 100% dry. So as I'm blow drying, if you notice that my thumb is kind of pushing up, what that's doing is roughing up the cuticle, adding to that texture, but also allowing that shape to open up to allow that airflow to go through. All right, so she's 100% dry. And now this is my favorite part of the service where you get to get a little interactive with your guest. So once I've completely dried her hair, this is when I'll ask my guest to start shaking her hair vigorously back and forth. So it kind of looks something like that. And as she shakes that hair, look at that texture. Oh my God, is that beautiful? And you can use your fingers to help encourage some of that texture to come out of the hair as well. Do remember that we did use some texturizing products, so it might be a little rough. So just be mindful if your client is tender-headed at all or anything like that. But look at this gorgeous texture we're getting out of this hair. A really nice tousled texture for our clients who are maybe a little, they're a little challenged with when it comes to the curling iron, but have been working with a blow dryer for quite some years, so they feel comfortable with that. And you can just keep working this shape. That is what I love about this. Absolutely customizable to each one of your guests. The more you play, let's spin her around so we can really see the back here. Look how beautiful. Now remember, when you use some of these products, you are going to get more of kind of a matte finish. If you don't like that, you can absolutely add a little oil or a sheen, anything like that. But we're getting this gorgeous, beautiful, beautiful texture in the hair. I'm going to take a little moisturizing oil. I'm just going to take a little bit of that, and I'm really going to work this product just through the ends of her hair. I don't want to get too close to her root area, but I just wanted to put a little shine back into that hair. And this is great. Second day, third day, this just keeps, it's the gift that keeps on giving, and it just gets better. I mean, look at this beautiful tousled texture here. And we didn't even have to use any kind of iron. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Thanks.